Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everyone's had a good weekend and looking forward to going back to work. So I've jumped on this morning and I have found a few trades that I'll be watching for the week. So I just thought I'd go through them with you guys. You can follow along and see what you think of them as well. Let me know. I'll share my screen and we'll jump on and have a look. All right, so this was one that I had originally shorted. But anyway, we'll look into what it is now. So this looks like it may have already happened. I know a few of them have, as I actually looked this morning, but I did get an entry on this. I was looking for a bullish close on the 1 hour. Yeah, which we got. So I got my entry in here after this sort of morning star patterns, quite bullish. It was off of a strong support, as we can see from all back here. We had nice big pushes every time we got here. So this is just a range trade. I'm trading it from here back up to the previous highs. You can see it's done it before. It's just constantly chopping sideways. It's essentially in a big consolidation zone after this push down that we had from here. We had this push down and now it's just consolidating sideways. At some point we will see this pop out. I do believe we will go up with it, but it's all going to depend on what Bitcoin does. So that's it for MATIC BTC. Something else I'm looking at is POWR BTC. So this is the daily chart. I've got that should be daily. Yeah, so that's actually a daily support. I don't know why that's just 4 hour. There you go, problem solved. So you can see it broke the 4 hour trend, but this daily trend is still very much in play. And for me, this will be a lot longer term trade. And that's because when we break out of this area here, being the daily resistance, we're going to have a big push. If we look further back, we can see we've just smashed up against that resistance multiple times. So this is really relevant. So I'm going to try and get a nice low entry in. Hopefully off this daily support, I'll jump back to a 4 hour. We'll see what's happening there. Yeah, so it's bouncing off that that daily support. Yeah, it has broken trend, so that can be, as a sign of reversal. And we're going to head back down. We may even head down, maybe further towards this daily trend. But we'll see what's going on there. And I will look for some sort of confirmation and a point to get back in to ride this up and hopefully get this break, because that break of the daily is going to be huge. It's going to be a really, really big trade. We can see that POWR has a lot of room to move in sats. And, the first real block of resistance is sort of up here. And we're looking at, we break through this and head to that. That's 26%. So bit more of a swing trade, going to take a little bit longer to play out. Okay, so TFuel, I'll jump back out to the daily. Always start your charts on the daily, see what's going on. All right, so we've had this huge parabolic run on TFuel. What do we got? Sort of broke out there, 750 odd %, absolutely huge. But we've had this big retracement. So from a retracement, there'll always be a buy recovery. And that's looking really good. So we've got my favorite patterns playing out. We've got a falling wedge and it's down in this sort of supply zone, supply demand zone here. You'll probably see it better if we jump down onto the 4 hour. Yeah, so price hasn't hung around in here for very long. It's either been in, and it's been out straight after each other. So I'm looking for, this to happen again. It come in and we shot out. It come in, it shot out. So I'm looking for it to come in. I haven't got an entry yet. You can see it did actually get into my box, but I wasn't really watching. I was trying to sort out this Zoom call. But I will be watching this to see if I can, one, get a lower entry, if we don't get it here, we might have to look at another time frame. So yeah, so it looks like we may have missed it. We had the spike in volume. We get a nice close here. So we get, you know, bullish engulfing, morning star off of this sort of zone where I was really expecting this push. It's going to look really good. We can quite possibly take a little bit riskier, take an entry on the close of this candle if it closes bullish. But otherwise, I'd probably be looking for an entry above, what do we got? Above here. If we get an entry, if we get a some bullish momentum and a nice bullish close and even a retest, I'll be looking to get in here for the trade back up. So that would look something like this. We stop under there, so 4%, that's all right. We zoom out and look, previous there, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's, well, what's that? Risk rewards, amazing. They're 4 to 1. That's, yeah, that's solid. But to be honest, this is probably going to keep going. So I'll watch this trade and, you know, try and get something like that, 35%. That'll be huge. So risk reward there is really, really good. That could be a really juicy trade. But yeah, just, it'll be something to watch how it reacts when it comes back up to this trend, because it did become resistance here and there will be some resistance here to start with. So we'll just need to see if we push up through that. And obviously that one there will be another one and then through. So that's TFuel. Okay, so MATIC, I already shown that one. My thing is in front of my face. TFuel, we done that. IOTA. All right, so this is the daily chart on IOTA. As you can see, again, we're trying to break a daily resistance. There's, you know, strong resistance here, here, here. So the question is, what are we going to do here? Are we going to push through and break that resistance and we'll start heading up again? Who knows? But I'm certainly watching this. There's going to be a big trade out of here if we, you know, well, Jesus, not quite that big. If we catch a decent trade here, depending on where that is, I'll just jump onto the 4 hour. Sweet. Okay, so down on the 4 hour, we can see what's really going on now. So this was this first little bit of resistance that was here. But this top, the one I've got marked as a daily, is what we need to break. And I'm hoping to have a break here, bullish momentum, and then it'll either hold or it will pop again. But I think we'll perform, or we'll get that higher low, and that'll give us a trade. And hopefully we can have our stop up in here to either hit either of those two targets. You know, let's grab this one first, chuck it below here even to be, you know, nice and safe. You know, beautiful risk reward, 21% trade. Yeah, it will take a while. It's gonna be over a period of time, but that's okay. Don't mind holding trades if they're going to go the right way. So Theta itself. Yep, I haven't done Theta yet. Okay, so Theta went on an absolutely stomper run as well. What's that? 800, yeah, 700% again. Massive run. Zoom in so I can see a little bit better what's going on here. Okay, so we had this push down, we had the break of the descending triangle, which is this here. Yet again, we're in this zone. There's this, you know, solid zone here that I'm trying to look to get a trade in reasonably deep. It does look like it's pushed back up. You can see my alert there, trying to get a trade in, jump onto the hour. Yeah, look, we might still get it. It's not necessarily going to go up from here. But I really want to get an entry nice and deep in this zone. sort of here somewhere, and that'll give me my room to put my stop under here, sort of missing this wick here, and then we're going to look to trade that back up. But yeah, I really need some good bullish candles. Obviously, being a weekend, I'm not necessarily looking to get into them right now. I just want to know and sort of set myself up for the week and what could be available in the next few days. That I like that. Something like that. Yeah, so risk reward of 3, that's really good. Another solid trade. It'll all just depend on what Bitcoin wants to do. It is doing weird stuff at the moment. It looks like we're going to push for new all-time high, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen yet. It's just topping out again. There's also not much volume being the weekend, so we'll see what Monday night brings, or US market, so Monday night for myself. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a good week. Cheers.